Hey, beer visionaries. You're tuned into Asia Brew Vision. What else? And I just had to make a quick video because I stopped by Maxwell Street Food Center to a place that I haven't been for ages. Welcome, Renmin. You can see right here on the glass. I've had a few beers already at another event. And I dropped by here just to have a few proper beers. And I had one earlier. It was a Nipa from Renmin. It was called a Bubblicious Burst or something like that. It's on my Untapped, full review on my Untapped. But it was a classic definition of a Nipa. Perfect Nipa. It's the best Nipa I've had in ages. So that has prompted me to get two more beers from Renmin. This one's number 7 on the tab list. It's called Tang Ping, and it's a New England Pale Ale, 5.4% ABV. And this one, which is just a little bit darker, is called Four Hop Wonder, and it's a West Coast Hazy IPA. Go figure. I'm gonna do a tasting. I haven't tasted this two before. I'm gonna do it live right now on video for you guys. So let's start with the Pale Ale. New England Pale Ale. This costs like $17 a pint, so 17 bucks for this pint, Singapore dollars. Let's go in for an aroma. Okay, there's bursting with guava, ripe pineapple, tropical fruit. It's fantastic, man. Let's go in for a guzzle. I can see it's freaking hazy. It's beautiful, beautiful muted yellow. Let's go in for a guzzle. Cheers. Mm. 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 Oh. Mm. Oh my god. Mm. That's a hell of a good beer, man. All the aroma of guava, ripe pineapple, tropical fruit, whatever the tropical fruit could be, just unleashes itself on your palate, on your tongue. The bitterness is actually a little bit higher than the one I had earlier, the Bubblicious IPA. A little more bitter, but that just washes away the palate and ready for your next gulp, your next guzzle. Let's go in for a second. This could be my third guzzle. Let's go for another one. Mm. Oh, it's fantastic. Hazies have been done to death. There are loads out there, obviously, but the majority of them are just crap. This one and the one I had earlier, and hopefully the one I'm going to have next, are just the definition of a hazy IPA. What I imagine to be a hazy IPA and what I want in a hazy IPA is exactly what I'm getting from this motherfucker here. It's fantastic. It's called Tang Ping. Please tell me what Tang Ping means. I have no idea. But Manbir Singh, who runs Renmin, has done a fantastic job. He's been here for, I think, since 2016, so 8 years now. He used to pour beers and kegs from all the well-known breweries all over the world, local breweries. But now he's got all 12 taps filled with his beers. And if any of those beers are like this, I would recommend having all 12 beers, because this one is fantastic. Okay, enough about this. This is once again, Renmin Tang Ping. It's Tang Ping. 5.4% ABV. It's a New England Pale Ale. Let's go to this one over here. And you know I'm looking forward to this. This one is called Four Hop Wonder. I wonder if it's going to be any good. Alright. You can see It's a little bit of a darker haze than the Tang Ping. Or maybe let me show you the back side of it. Let me show you the arse of the glass. You can see it's a bit darker on this one, yeah. This one's a bit darker, but it's still hazy as hell. Alright, enough of the arse of the glass. Let's go to the aroma. Alright, it's been sitting out for quite a while. I know it's getting warm, but I'm not getting as strong an aroma from this as this one here. Yeah, definitely. This aroma, the aroma on the Tang Ping is a lot stronger. Yeah, a lot stronger. Well, the taste is in the pudding, so let's go in for the guzzle. Cheers. All right. So this is a West Coast hazy IPA. That's what Renmin has labeled this as. I've not heard of a West Coast hazy IPA, so I haven't had any experience with it before. West Coast IPA is supposed to be bitter. Hazy IPAs from the other side of the states, New England, they're supposed to be juicy and almost no bitterness whatsoever. But this guy has a bit of a citrus kick. So the previous ones were more tropical fruit, stone fruit. I don't think tropical fruit, guava, strong on the guava, ripe pineapple. This one is a bit more. Let me do the aroma because the palate is a bit more citrusy. But let me do the aroma. Oh yeah, the aroma is orange. The aroma is orangey. There's orange on it. Citrus. Yep. A bit different from there's plenty. I think a bit. Yeah, much lighter, much more zesty, more citrusy, more orangey, hint of lemon on the back. Let's go in for a guzzle again. Do it the proper way. Cheers. Yeah. Yep. So this one, the 4-hop Wonder, mouthfeel is a bit lighter than the Tang Ping. Not as creamy. It tingles on the tongue a bit more. More zesty, I would say, more citrusy. A bit lighter mouthfeel, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so maybe good with I don't know, probably good with spicy dishes, like chicken rice with good chili, some mee goreng or some curry. I think this would be a good complement. The other one would be just good, I think, on its own. The New England Pale Ale. Maybe with a steak, with a juicy steak or a burger, that would be good as well. Well, I'm no expert on the pairing. We'll get to that one day, hopefully. But for right now, all I can say is both these beers are fantastic. This one's a West Coast Hazy IPA. It's called 4-Hop Wonder from Renmin, 6.4% ABV. I cannot comment on whether it's a definition of the style or not because I have never heard of that style before, a West Coast Hazy IPA. But it is definitely enjoyable. It's got the bitterness there, the bitter aftertaste is there, the bitter finish is there. It's more citrusy, more there's orange on it, on the aroma, lighter mouthfeel. This one is the New England Pale Ale, 5.4% ABV from Renmin. Again, this one is more fuller mouthfeel, more creamy, more luscious aromas of aromas of guava, ripe pineapple, and tropical fruit. So for me, if I were to um, choose between the two, for right now, I would actually go for the New England Pale Ale more than the West Coast Hazy IPA. This one, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure that I'm making the right decision right here. Hmm. The aroma is just fantastic. Ah, it hits you like a freight train, bro. Guava, ripe pineapple. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, a fuller mouthfeel. Um, Not so much bitterness. I'm a fan of bitterness. Uh, don't get me wrong. I love bitter, high ABU West Coast IPAs. But right now, I'm digging this one. And to be fair, to be honest, I will go a second for this one, and maybe this one. I'll go seconds on the Tang Ping hazy. No, Tang Ping hazy New on the Tang Ping New England Pale Ale. I'll go seconds for sure. And for the four hop something, I can't remember right now. The West Coast Hazy IPA, I will probably just stick with this one on this. Yeah, probably just stick on this one. Oh, it's good as well, man. Citrusy, orangey, nice. Not much pine though. Not that I get no pine, no dankness. So it's light enough for Singapore's tropical weather. So yeah, if you like lighter IPAs, West Coast style, with the haze is there. So that's why it's called that's probably why it's called a hazy West Coast or West Coast hazy. But there's a lot of West Coast in there. It's citrusy, light body. Um, Hops come through very well. On the palate, it's also citrusy. It's light, refreshes your palate quickly. Bitter as well, bitter aftertaste, bitter finish. So that's the West Coast hazy. This one, 5.4% ABV, New England Pale Ale, Tang Ping. It is full of guava, ripe pineapple, tropical aroma. The palate is creamy, luscious, uh, medium bodied, medium to thick. So in between that range of medium to thick body, and yeah, a bit more of a beer that I would rather have on its own. Whereas this one I would rather pair with some food, spicy food especially. All right, beer visionaries. Thanks for tuning in to Asia Brew Vision. I've had a few beers today. I was at an event earlier today as well. Hopefully, I might post that on this channel too. That was from a macro beer though, but you know how it is. So I had to after the macro beer event, I was craving for some real beer, some proper beer, and Renmin certainly delivered. Cheers, Renmin. You are a genius. You are a godsend. Asia Brew Vision signing out.